fellow movie lovers, so today's review is of The Last Black Man in San Francisco. The Last Black Man in San Francisco follows Jimmie Fails, a young man trying to find a place to call home in his ever-changing city that seems to have left him behind.
But I'm not leaving. I'm the last one left. I'm with you, brother.
Literally, this film is exactly what it says on the tin. Jimmie feels like the last black man in San Francisco, especially with the decline of the black population has decreased by a third. And like most urban cities, gentrification has left the natives feeling ostracized and invaluable.
We built these ships, dredged these canals in the San Francisco they never knew existed.
I think a lot of people will resonate with this film, as I only need to look as far as like Stratford or Forest Gate, where gentrification has pushed out generations of families and people that have lived there for a while because the locals just can't afford it, and now house prices are like £1 million. It's actually quite ridiculous.
This is our home.
So let me start off with the cinematography, which was stunning to say the least. I mean, you can only start right at the beginning with Jimmy and Montgomery skating. That tracking shot is so beautiful and magical and dreamy, and you can just completely get lost in all of it. Another one that I loved was that wide shot, Jimmy coming down a very high, steep hill. What a view, absolutely gorgeous. The Last Black Man in San Francisco is such a beautiful film aesthetically, but also depicts beautiful relationships between father and son to best friends and brotherhood. There is no conventional love interest in this movie, so therefore you're able to solely focus on the bonds between these black men, which challenge the usual stereotypes of black men.
We could throw parties. You can put on one of your plays. We could yell.
One of my favourite scenes is when one of the men receives some bad news, and without giving too much away, you expect the scene to kind of escalate into something negative, but they end up hugging it out, and honestly, it melted my heart, and I was just like, love that bit. Also, another favourite scene would have to be the weird abstract play at the end, which just kind of came from nowhere and you weren't really expecting it, but it was pretty cool. If you're going to San Francisco. The soundtrack is gorgeous, and I'm sure we'll get a few nods in award season. Jonathan Majors is brilliant, and we can only expect great things from him. My only negative would be, and please don't hate me, it was a smidge too long, and if only we had like reined it in a little bit with the time, just reined it in, I think it would have been perfect.
We shouldn't be here. Well, we should be here more. Some millionaire.
It's so inspiring to see two best friends, Jimmy and Joe, write, act and direct in their passion project. The Last Black Man in San Francisco is a beautiful simmering drama that talks to its audience, raises awareness without it feeling like a lecture. So for all of those reasons, I give The Last Black Man in San Francisco a Rachael RnR rating of 7.5 out of 10. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts on gentrification in urban cities. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time.